Anterior hypospadias procedures. Advancement techniques. Glandular and some coronal hypospadias defects are amenable to the metaplasty and granuloplasty, MAGP, technique, figure 6512, with excellent functional and cosmetic results provided there is adequate urethral mobility and no penile curvature. Duckett, 1981, Duckett and Snyder, 1992, Park et al., 1995. The MAGP technique is performed by first making a circumferential incision 5 to 7 mm proximal and parallel to the corona of the glans and proximal to the hypospadiac meatus. If present, the typical transverse glandular tissue bridge in the urethral plate that separates the hypospadiac meatus and distal glandular groove is incised longitudinally. The incised tissue edges are then approximated transversely in Hindmarch fashion. This single step obliterates the tissue bridge and advances the meatus slightly. The ventral edge of meatus is pulled distally with the aid of a stay suture placed in the midline, and the medial edges of the glans are then trimmed before midline approximation in 2 layers. Approximation of the glans and skin with simple interrupted fine absorbable suture completes the repair. Another successful technique for the repair of glandular and coronal defects is a modification of the MAGP technique described by Arap and colleagues, 1984. According to these authors, incorporation of urethroplasty, distal tubularization, with metal advancement and granuloplasty enables treatment of the more severe cases of distal hypospadias. Proponents of other modifications on the theme of distal urethral advancement and granuloplasty have reported long-term success rates of 95% or greater and low reoperation rates of 2%. Harrison and Grobler, 1997, and 5%. Keown et al., 1997. Distal urethral circumferential dissection and advancement was first described by Beck in 1898 for repair of distal hypospadias. Taken to the extreme, the principle of urethral advancement may gain 2 to 2.5 cm of urethral length in children, with mobilization of the urethra to the bulbar level using the bulbar elongation anastomotic metaplasty, beam, procedure for hypospadiac urethroplasty. Turner-Warwick et al., 1997. According to Turner-Warwick and colleagues, this degree of mobilization is necessary to prevent the formation of penile curvature. Tubularization techniques. Theisch, 1869, and Duplay, 1880, were the initial descriptors of the simple urethral plate tubularization technique that has come to be known as the Theisch-Duplay urethroplasty. Several techniques, including that described by King, 1970, 1981, employ tubularization of the urethral plate for repair of distal hypospadias. The glans approximation procedure, GAP, described by Zontz, 1989, is an ideal repair for glandular and coronal defects with a deep glandular groove. This technique has excellent functional and cosmetic results. A study involving more than 500 repairs with the combined use of the Hindmarch metaplasty and the GAP reported a complication and reoperation rate of only 2.1% for the entire group. Stock and Hanna, 1997. Granuloplasty and in situ tubularization of the urethral plate has been touted a